The Premier is being compared to a dictator. Another wild day here at Queen's Park as fallout continues to Doug Ford's plan to cut Toronto City Council almost in half. Accusations were flying in question period. Here's what your MPPs have to say.
The Premier's decision to behave in this way instead of acting like a leader is the most revealing thing that he has done yet.
Leader of the opposition, you won't ever have to worry about acting like a leader. You won't ever have to worry about that.
Where exactly in his plan for the people he said he would specifically cut Toronto City Council in half in the middle of our election.
When I was down at City Council, I put it to a vote. I spoke 100 times about reducing the size and cost of government.
The Premier is acting like a dictator.
It's very regrettable, some of the words that are being used in this legislation today. Very regrettable.
Now, the Ford government insists this will make Toronto City Council more efficient and save money. And over the years, it's had a lot of criticisms that it is inefficient and just flounders with so many councillors. But remember, the municipal election is just 3 months away, and Toronto City Council is the only council in Ontario that is going to be downsized. And many are wondering if it can be done in time. Legislation, though, was introduced today to make it happen, so the Ford government is clearly moving ahead with it. Here's what Municipal Affairs Minister Steve Clark had to say. He's confident it can be done.
No one ministers thought that you would reduce council by half mid-election. You're throwing it into chaos. Even city staff are saying they don't know if they can get the ballots changed on time. Like, how reasonably do you expect this to go forward well?
Out to the city staff, and I'm confident that we'll be able to work out some of those transitional issues, given the fact that we will extend in the bill, if it's passed, the fact that the nominations will end up being changed to September 14th. I think there are lots of times to deal with those transitional issues.
One of your MPPs called Ford a dictator. Do you agree with that language?
Absolutely. He is behaving like a dictator. He's behaving like a bully. The whole thing makes no sense, and it appears that Mr. Ford is settling some political scores. I mean, it seems to me that he couldn't get elected as Mayor of Toronto, and now he wants to be the de facto Mayor of Toronto in his corner office here at Queen's Park. He's trying to consolidate that power for himself so that he can dictate what happens in Toronto.
Now, it's interesting, NDP leader Andrea Horwath said that Toronto Council is long known for being sharply divided between right and left-leaning councillors, and today some right-leaning councillors came here to Queen's Park to support downsizing council. But one in particular acknowledged it could mean that Toronto Council loses about 12 left-leaning councillors as a result of this move. Of course, he's in favor of that, but it could also mean that this changes the dynamic of City Council and the future of decisions.
The people that are fighting it just want to keep their job, and we all know it. There's going to be less left-leaning politicians in the City of Toronto, and that means it's a great thing.
Do you agree with Doug Ford's agenda?
Could you tell me what Doug Ford's agenda is?
Would you vote in favor of policies that he will be talking about?
So I'll speak for myself and not for my colleagues. It's no secret that I have supported the Ford agenda for quite some time.